HassleConsulting.com, everyone. This is a video request, and if you have a question or need guidance and wisdom, you can always hit me up. Go to HassleConsulting.com, and I, the world's only professional asshole, will give you the. I love it. What's Aaron doing? My dad kind of had to. You know, guys, your parents ever do that Christmas, the family thing, the family letter, like, little Jimmy, he went and he pooped for the first time in the toilet. It was a momentous occasion. And, oh, little Amy, she entered kindergarten, and she's my special princess, even though she's really nothing special. And my wife, my God, she maintains her beauty, even though she keeps gaining 7.8 pounds every year. My gosh, it's been a blessing for the Jones family. Those letters, so my dad, he puts that together, and then he can't, because they're all Christians, they can't all write. My son started a very successful company called HassleConsulting.com. You know, Aaron is working on his online endeavors. It's kind of, what do they call it? Euphemized. Not euthanized, euphemized. Euphemistically sized. Like that. Maybe I should get to the client, huh? I mean, they're paying me. All right. A young woman writes who wants to remain anonymous. Dear Aaron, first off, really appreciate what you're doing for the people who watch your videos, read your blog, and write into you. Hopefully your advice from me will be as spot on as it has been for others. I'm a 23-year-old girl, giggity, who is not currently in school. I'm trying to avoid student loans as much as possible, so I'm working 2 jobs and living at home while I save for tuition and living expenses when I do go to school. There you go. What a nice girl. All right, thinking with your head. My question is basically, what should I do with my life? I'm not interested in a high-powered career or even necessarily making a lot of money. I want a husband. I want kids. I want to have time to take care of both. My God, your parents must be married. Who got through to you? How did you not succumb to the leftist, socialist, indoctrinating, hate the men, you go gorillas, and brainwashing you were supposed to get in K through college? Oh, Obama and the Democrats don't like you. However, I think I would feel guilty if my husband was the only breadwinner, having been raised to believe that a woman should pull her own weight financially. And there's no guarantee I'll find a traditional husband anyway. And so I'm approaching the search for a major career path from that. Okay, let's knock one thing out. If you are the stay-at-home mom, that is a full-time job. All right, humanity had evolved, and it didn't just happen this way, that there's a person that stays at home and a person that goes out and work. And now typically it's the woman that stays at home and it's the guy that goes out of work, but not always. The larger point is that evolution had made it that it was the standard, and very commonsensically so. One person would take care of the fort, the other would go and slay caribou or something. Someone raises the kid, someone goes and gets the supplies. That's all. It's a brilliant system. It's the most efficient system, right? So if you're at home and you're a stay-at-home mom and you're raising kids and you're taking care of the house and you're cooking food or doing whatever, that is a job. That is a job. Do not let anyone tell you it isn't a job. That is real work, okay? This is why most bachelors can barely take care of themselves. You know, like, I got some bread. I think I got some cheese and some ketchup. Some beer, though. Got some beer. Anyway, so don't think because, oh, I'm a mom and I take care of the house. That's not a job. It is, right? Now, going beyond that, and this is smart on your part, and then every woman should think about this, because in this sense, you actually can have it all, unlike the lies that they feed to you in K through college. If you get some kind of skill that you can do while you're at home, like a work-at-home mother, you can avoid the fear. Every woman fears that they give up their career to raise a family. And then the husband dumps them for a hotter, younger model, and then they don't have the skills. They wasted all their time raising their children, taking care of the house for an ungrateful bastard, and they're dumped out into the labor market when they could have been, you know, they're going to have a hard time finding a job. That's why alimony comes in. Anyway, the foresight or the added benefit is not that you're anticipating your husband to divorce you or that you would divorce your husband. But should the kids get out of the house, take care of themselves, go to school, you're going to have some free time. You'd like to contribute. It's always good to have a plan B in case your husband loses his job. You know nothing. So it's just a very wise, forward-looking financial move. It's just very smart. And, you know, what I want to do is I want to get your number, and then I'm going to auction it off to the highest bidder. And I think I could get about $2.7 million from different men that would love to have you as a wife. I'll give you a 20% commission. That's for my brokerage fee. Wait, you're a broker. Well, wait, no. Technically, you should get all that. Never mind. Anyway, so yes, I do advise kind of pursuing this. So it depends on what kind of career would be conducive to raising children, having a family, and stuff like that. Oh, by golly, look at this. What kind of careers would be good for a woman who wants to have time for her family and who wants to have a family sometime within this decade? I don't have the time for 6 years of schooling and certifications thanks to that whole fertility thing. God, you're thinking again. You're like living in the real world. What happened to you? And who doesn't care about making obscene amounts of money? Do you still recommend engineering, accounting, etc.? Or would something like early childhood education, open to daycare for example, be practical in this case? I considered a music program so I could teach lessons, but after reading Worthless, have reconsidered that approach. Thanks, Aaron. Katie, P.S. I have a certification in accounting and financial management. Blah, blah, blah. In any case, no, do not do the early childhood education. You're too smart for it, and that's all it is babysitting. I would get your certification in daycare and just open up a daycare facility. Frankly, I wouldn't do that, though, because I can't stand kids, and I don't like the concept of raising other people's kids. I really don't. But the accounting, that's good, and here's the thing, is you want, especially now that the internet has made this, but this was impossible 20, 30 years ago, but it is possible now because more and more of work can be done online. And, you know, you can always contract out, look for RFP proposals on the internet or Craigslist or Indeed.com. But here's what you want to, well, let me get, before I get ahead of myself, let's do this. Let's focus on your first job that you want. That is to have a husband and kids, right? Your first thing, and this is, I'm going to be very direct and Machiavellian here. If you want a good quality husband, I'm not saying it's always this way, but it's going to help have more suitors approach you. You have to think what men want. And men want youth and beauty. That's it. Well, now that's not it, but that's the number one thing they want, and that's how they're going to assess you right off the bat, because that's the only way a guy can assess you originally. You know, we'll get to know you better. Now, you seem to have the personality and the wisdom and the smarts, so that, which is normally a larger hurdle for women, that you have taken care of. The easy part is the looks. So you need to stay in shape. You don't dress slutty. I'm not even saying, just be pretty. You know, do yourself up, stay in shape, eat right. That's going to attract more men. More men will ask you out. Then you have more of a choose from your litter than normal. All right. While you are married, stay the fuck in shape. All right. His eyes won't wander. All right. Now here's where you get to be slutty and naughty and nasty. You do whatever it is you want to do behind closed curtains. All right. But now that you have them, you have to make them happy. All right. So you focus on supporting your husband. You focus. I'm not much of one for you gotta clean and be in the kitchen and cook. I'm not. More important, I don't think any guy's like, yeah, I want her to clean and be in the kitchen. Well, if she's in the kitchen, she ain't gonna be cleaning. That's just. I never. Woman, get in there cooking. No guy have I ever heard make me a sandwich. Not one guy have I heard. That's like so Archie Bunker bullshit old. That doesn't happen anymore. What men want more, they want support. Nagging is do not nag. Support. It's either support or nothing. Those are your two options. Support or just be quiet. Do not nag. Do not criticize. You know, suggest like, oh, hey, have you thought about this? You see, like you have a general good constructive criticism. Do not nag. Do not, unless he's making a bad decision. Don't question. Men want support. We have a mission. We have a goal. We want to get this done. We want to go to work, we do this, save the money, throw money in 401k, pay off the house. Support. Team. Do not constantly challenge him. There can only be one fucking leader. One. There's none of this co-leading bullshit that they may have taught you. You may end up being the leader. It could be that you're the leader, and he's the one that supports you, even though he goes and works. He may be more, I'm talking more psychologically and emotionally. Just don't nag him. I think that's about the book on how to make a man. Don't nag him. That's it. That's all you got to do is support your man. Now, women and feminine, you know that you're being a slave. Fuck them. All right, but so what is my husband? You know, like I don't know. It's just so simple. It's like there's times where like this is an annoying thing. But I've seen it in like I'll go out dancing with my girlfriend. She'll be so excited to go dance. She'll like start leading. I'm like, I'll leave right now. Okay, all right. I lead, you follow. Right? One leader, one follower. Okay, one captain, one first officer. So, but it's stuff like that. It's just how can I help support my husband? Don't kiss his ass, but you know, just stay pretty, take care of him sexually, support him. That's it. Don't nag, don't question, don't get in his way. Support. So that's the now. As for your career, location independent. That's the key thing. So this allows you to stay at home, spend time with the kids, raise the kids, maybe get a little bit of business side money on the side. And a lot of times that side business, that side stuff grows into something much larger. And I've seen it happen more than once, where they get the kids, the wife stays at home, or the husband stays at home. Whoever's staying at home, they do this little side business thing, right? And the other person goes and works. Well, that person is more reliable. We got to make sure we have the salary, goes in, and they get a salary. Now, when you do a side business, businesses have unlimited potential. And they don't always blow up, but sometimes they do, like in a good way. And all of a sudden, after 5-6 years of taking care of the kids, all the kids are off at school. Now this side business is actually making more money than the person did at the quote daytime or real job. And so up until that time, though, one, keeps your skills fresh, gives you a real skill. 2, you're not just dealing with kids all the time, you're doing a little bit of contribution. 3, the extra money absolutely will help. At first it may just be beer money, but after 2-3 years, all of a sudden you're making decent money that if your husband were to lose his job, you guys aren't desperate, you're not destitute. So you're doing the family a favor there. And then 5, what was I on? I got a degree in economics too. We have a $5 trillion deficit. Oh, man. I went to Harvard. It's that unlimited potential. So you could all of a sudden, like, say, after 5-6 years, you're a computer networker, and you keep fresh on your skills and certifications, you're going to be making pretty darn good money. So here's, like, some ideas, but they all fall into basically 3 categories. 1, your accounting. Okay, accounting can be done remotely. It's a trade and it's a skill. It can be done over the internet. QuickBooks is online now. Maybe every once in a while you got to go into an office to grab some receipts or some papers, but usually it can be done online. Or you can even start up your own accountancy, do some bookkeeping at home. All right, so that's pretty straightforward, and you do have an accounting certification. The next general area is internet, computer networking, that kind of stuff. So you can do web design, hosting, computer networking, firewall programming, computer programming, make apps, stuff like that. Anything where you upload it and you sell a product. I don't know, something to do with internet. Or, okay, I'm going to go configure this route. I'm going to VP dial in. I'm going to dial in, and I'm going to program this router, allow this certain type of traffic. You may have, and that you'd have to go to get a 2-year degree. Your accounting, maybe you get 4. I don't know if you really need a 4-year degree if you're just going to like do some basic bookkeeping. But computer network, computer programming, web, heck, a lot of this can be self-taught, but I would still say, especially with the computer networking and programming, it helps to go in and get some structured instruction. Because I was self-teaching myself, and I was making a good go at it, and I understood it, but getting even these is where the prerequisites really help you understand the overall layout of how computers work, how computer networking works, how hosting works, what's a server, what are daemons, all this other kind of stuff. So that'd be maybe another 2-year program, and you can always upgrade. You can always get a everyone's like, well, should I get a 2-year or 4-year? Well, in getting a 4-year, don't you necessarily by default get a 2-year? So go to computer networking or get a 2-year degree, then maybe consider a 4-year degree. But I look into those certifications. And then finally, I keep trying to plug this with women because you look at Katie Kiefer, who's the other gal? She actually has talent. Julie Borowski, Jenna Marbles, but she's not a conservative type chick. The secret formula is if you're a good-looking girl and you're a conservative or libertarian, men will throw you so much traffic that you can have a web presence. I kind of have like an internet celebrity-ship. So if you're a particularly comely young lass and you're okay in front of a camera, the audio doesn't do it. Guys are very simple creatures, right? This is why Fox News babes always have their legs showing, and they're not ugly. This is why, if you're able to have a camera presence, start a YouTube channel. It doesn't have to be on politics or anything, but all you have to do is, it's two simple things. Be a libertarian or conservative, and be a hot female. That's it. And if you're that, you're going to get so many desperate, horny, conservative, libertarian, middle-aged men throwing traffic, and young guys. You're going to get a lot of horny men kind of like, oh my God, she exists. It's not a myth. And you can make some money there too. You know, these gals, I know, these gals got cooking things and cooking shows and trinket shows, and all these women go gravitate. It doesn't even have to be about the guys, but you could. Today we're gonna learn how to pack our own bullets, and people will tune in if you got a presence. So that's something to kick around. That'd be more fun, but certainly don't take it seriously. I mean, I totally fell into this. I had no freaking clue. Like, you're ornery, you're a bastard, people hate you. Yeah, I know, but people like you. They'll pay for it. What? Really? Huh? Okay. So those are the things I would consider doing. You know, going to a blog. Heck, you could just start that today. You don't have to go to school for that. But yeah, the accounting and computer programming, networking, web design world, that is something that I would recommend. And I don't see that going away anytime soon. And so that would definitely be a great way to additionally contribute to your family beyond just being a good wife and a good mom. So anyway, wish you the best of luck, but honest to God, sweetheart, I don't think you need it. I think you're so rare with that attitude and such mature and you're so way ahead of these girls. And honestly, if a guy doesn't snatch you up, there is something wrong with guys. There's something really wrong, so don't take it personally if you can't find that husband. Anyway, best of luck to you. Toodles.